Hello there, I am Cheekster. This demo is of a game called Dreamcore Rabbit Hole. We're about to go deep. Probably not that deep, but because it's a demo. But ultimately, in this game, we're going to get a little flavour of the Dreamcore madness. So let us begin. New game.
I've been sitting at work for too long. I need to finish up and head home.
Damn right we do. Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cheekster. Welcome to a demo of Dreamcore Rabbit Hole. It's only a small demo, but we're going to get a good taster and see if this is actually a good backrooms kind of game. Let's begin. New game.
I've been sitting at work for too long. I need to finish up and head home.
Yeah. I need to finish up. In here, in my little fake room. Ooh, what have we got in here? Little animal. Ooh. Interact. E to interact. Good evening, America. I believe I have a job to do. Sorry. This always happens to me at work. I think to myself, ooh, what a wonderful bright light on the wall. But my manager always remembers to remind me I'm working. Now, set up some chairs for the guests. Where do I get chairs? Oh, look. Cameras. We'll have one of those. Oh, I guess we just put it on here. It's very bouncy and floaty. Not sure how I feel about that. Hang on a minute. This looks very backrooms, doesn't it? This grass hill. Are they making a TV show about the backrooms? Or am I in the backrooms? Is this like a backrooms movie production set forever? Which for us budding filmmakers, I'm not a filmmaker, it would be very valuable to be able to get lots of free cameras. Right. I think we do have to take one chair at a time. Okay, which is fair enough, but whatever. Bit tedious. So, let's put this here. There we go. I've done the cameras. Now, I do like... I'm going to talk some bollocks now while I do this. Now, I do like a backrooms game. I prefer the ones where I'm not running and screaming for my life. Because it's just, I don't get a chance to really enjoy the backrooms game. I quite like the liminal, like, space adventure thing. And I think... Oh, I'm being phone called. I'll get back to that point in a minute. Remind me. Hello, who is this? I'm very important.
Dad, are you coming home soon?
Never.
I already finished my homework.
Nobody cares.
Grandma made soup. It's getting cold. I set a bowl out for you. And I drew a picture today. They told us to draw the strongest person we know. I drew you. When you get home, will you look at it?
Yeah, sweetheart, of course I will. Listen, tomorrow's an important day. I have to finish everything up and I might be late. Don't wait up. Go to sleep.
I don't want to sleep. I'm going to wait for you. I had a bad dream last night. There was a big, dark room, and I was calling you, but you couldn't hear me, and you left. You'll never leave, will you?
Damn! Hang on a second. The lights went out here. They still can't get the wiring fixed.
Okay, be careful. Dad, you know, Grandma says Mom was afraid of the dark too.
I did. It's all right. You said bunnies.
And there was a big truck outside the house today. It was so loud. I thought it was you coming home, but it wasn't you. And the neighbor's dog barked at the mailman again. It always does that, like he's the enemy. And Grandma said I could take your old shirt, the blue one. She says we could make something for my doll out of it. But I didn't cut it. I wanted to ask you...
Wait a sec. That door.
Door?
It shouldn't be here.
Hold on.
It's not from here.
Ah! I've fallen into the rabbit hole. Welcome to the town of Green Hills, established in 1912. a good year for the numbers 19 and 12. Ooh. Yeah, let's go back. Not today. Not today. That's fine. I didn't want to go back anyway. Okay, let's soak it in, man. Because remember, this will be a small demo. There's no point racing. Oh, I like that little sign, the arrow. So I can go that way. That's good. Whoa. This is kind of weird. Why is this a thing? Oh. What do you say? Right, whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's quite cool, actually. Now, graphically, I'm enjoying it. Get my feet wet a bit. There's some music going, but I don't know where that's coming from. There are stars, but that could just be, skybox. Okay. What's that? A pothole? That's weird, isn't it? Drain. Storm. I feel like the drains and potholes just randomly placed as well. Okay. Oh no. I don't have my walkie-talkie. So I quite like this. The atmosphere is really good. Graphically quite enjoyable. So that's nice. I like the lighting. That, like, obviously the windmills are making the sunlight change a bit. I quite like that. That's kind of cute. What else do we like? What else do we like? Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Hold on to your liminal underpants. Am I wearing them? I don't know. They're liminal. Seating. Seating. Slightly rusted seating. Rusted in the same place. Every chair seated. Seating. And they're going in a kind of a train formation. Interesting. I wonder who places these things in the back rooms. Do you think it's just an overlord deity that is like just going, okay, humans roughly sort of like windmills, right? Well, some of them do, I believe, possibly. I don't know. I know the birds don't. And then, bam, he puts a bunch of them out. Or is it like is it formed maybe out of our dreams? And more persistent dreams stay? Wouldn't that be weird if, like, in the Backrooms lore, that each of the Backrooms levels is a dream that's like one of those reoccurring dreams? And if that was the case, I don't know if I can't remember his name. What was his name? There's a man, and he's got like a unibrow, isn't he? And people see him in those dreams. Wouldn't it be funny then if he was a Backrooms entity, right? The man you always see in your dreams, the creepy kind of PDF file looking gentleman business. He would be, that would be quite a cool, like, kind of villain in there, I think. I don't know if it's all dream based, that is. Okay, so that's quite a ridiculously long walk from there, but with very little of note. But we're approaching a town. Apparently I walk like this a lot. The music seems a little off. And is it getting worse the closer that? Flamingo? Are you real? No. Damn it. Ooh, we could get one of these cars and drive out of here. What's this? It's a poised deer. Hi, little buddy. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, it's over there. Okay, can we go in here? No. Okay. All right, I've dawdled. Terribly sorry, but it is the Backrooms. If I'm not allowed to dawdle in a Backrooms video, then I'm never allowed to dawdle. Everybody knows the rule. Oh, I like this little box, letterbox. We don't have letterboxes like this in the UK, so I quite like seeing them. Right, so let's see if we can talk to somebody, because obviously I wouldn't know that I was in here. No, I can't go. Okay. I did read in some of the Backrooms lore that going into houses doesn't always work out. You know, it's not always the safest of options. Oh no, it's nothing. It's a slight smudge on my actual monitor, because I currently live in filth. And so, like, I thought there was someone there, but it was just mud. Just mud. Do you know, it's kind of interesting, though, like, visually. I quite like the visualness of it. And the weird background music as well is cool. Because some of these backrooms games, they don't put really any music in the games. And, like, I believe music plays a part in the backrooms. Like, especially the fans wiki. Okay, so I think we're approaching something like a shift in the road. It really has just been walking down the road of the same assets again and again and again. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think it could be more interesting than that. Hang on, I know this is off the beaten path, but I have to inspect. I have to inspect this house. Oh. There's an invisible wall. So it just sort of floats off. Okay. Well, that was weird, wasn't it? That was weird. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Right, now we're on the sort of more remote side of town. Where the less affluent individuals live. I feel like it's just more road. Ooh, this is new. Is this your sandcastle, sir, dear? Oh, dear. Yes, I wish you could just turn off the bloody dot. I hate the dot with a passion. Look at that. It's just kind of immersion breaking. And they're all doing it. Do you think it's this Unreal Engine thing? I don't know much about all the stuff. But I wonder if it is. Like, it's just mandatory and you can't get rid of it. Okay. I think maybe we're approaching a door. So my feedback would be of this is that I don't think it's necessary for us to have to walk for like 10 minutes in a straight line through repeated assets. Although that is how it would work probably in the real world of liminal spaces. It would be better if there was like at least like maybe periodically strange things or other things would occur. Like maybe seeing houses being inside out or upside down, that kind of thing. Cars in and out of each other. Like walking past a car park where there's just fields and fields of cars in the distance, like that way. And then so forth. I think that would be cool, just to shake it up a bit, you know? Just to shake it up. Okay. We are now approaching quite a weird site. But it's okay, because the backrooms have told us that this is the exit. So we should be perfectly safe, remember? Because in backrooms lore, the exit door means not so good. Go, up, go. That was weird. Peering through. I'm just peering through. Not going all the way. Oh, damn it. Oh. There we go. Thank you for playing the demo version of our Dreamcore Rabbit Hole. Support us and not miss the full release. It's out soon, like a couple of weeks or so from now. I think it is. Yeah, like in April 2026. So I think that's pretty cool. I've already added it to my wish list. Hang on. I don't want this man talking while I'm doing it. Right? What do we think, though? What do we think? I like the feel of the demo. I like the style. I like the graphics. I quite like the storytelling aspect when it started. I thought that's quite promising. But if that doesn't continue throughout the game, like elements of that, it would feel a bit flat, maybe. There's lots of long walks. But the thing like walking through that along that road, I walked on that road for quite a long time. Like 10 or 15 minutes, I think. It felt like that, right? Which is a really long time to walk when nothing else is happening. So that's a negative. But if the game itself is, I mean, it's a taster demo, isn't it? It's just, and the reason why I waited a while to do this demo is because originally it didn't even have that walkie bit, I don't think. So that's why it says extended demo. But this is, it's got a good vibe to it. I like the 80s, whatever it is, style, the retro style. That's cool. The big phone was very, very nice. I would like them to use the phone more in the game, like the retro phone. And I know it's gamifying it, but if they've already kind of gone down that a little bit anyway. But could you imagine if the block phone, like the 80s block phone, was some kind of apparatus that you could take in? Can you imagine, like with the backrooms, right? So here's my idea. An idea for the backrooms, and I think people should implement this immediately. An object in this earth, say one's mobile phone, right? It doesn't work the same in the backrooms, right? Hear me out. So say you bring in a microwave, right? But in the back rooms, it's a TV. It just functions as a TV, and you can see a screen and everything, and it just changes it. So it's like the back rooms is reinterpreting the items you bring in. But say you bring in a pen, and it thinks that it's a holographic projector, you know, or say you bring in a pair of underpants, right? Premium quality from Marks and Spencer's, but it turns into rocket underpants. I know that's a jokey thing, but could you imagine the idea that objects change meaning when they enter into the back rooms? So if you brought in an 80s block phone, it wouldn't be just a block phone. It would be, I don't know, like a motion detector, like out of Aliens, or like it'll be, you know, like how like some of those mascot horror games have like a device that does all random things, like the poppy thing with the hands and or whatever it is, right? Imagine if like in this, the cheesy 80s phone that you could jazz up and change the outside skin or the color of it changes color. Maybe when you bring items to the back rooms, maybe they don't just change function, but they gain some form of sentience and they start to react to you. That would be creepy as fuck, in my opinion. But, you know, and I think that's a great idea. Never heard it anywhere else. I'm sure it's probably posted a million miles everywhere, but I've never heard of that in the backrooms lore. But imagine if you could bring an item into the backrooms changes what that item does, and it gives it sentience. Like everything in the backrooms is alive, and that would make you kind of retro look back at things. Like, oh, okay, so like when I was smashing through things, I was actually going through things that were conscious. Like when I smashed a door, that door was actually alive. You know, that's kind of a weird thing. I don't know, but that's just a bit of fun. Just at the end of the video, just a bit of a gag, bit of a jape, bit of a joke, bit of fun. But I like the idea of like doing those sorts of things, and because I'm like making my own visual novel game at the moment, I keep trying to think of ideas for it and stuff like that, and so I'm kind of like all jazzed up about that sort of stuff. But there you go. Love the style, love the artwork. I quite enjoy the idea that they're doing here, but we need more. And I didn't get to finish my to-do list, which I'm very despairing about. But apart from that, top stuff. So we'll see what it's like. I'm going to buy it when it comes out on day one anyway, just because it looks like quite an interesting backroom style. I don't know if they are stating it's backrooms. Dreamcore, that is backrooms. It was liminal, so it must be, right? Or is it? But then a lot of people do their own thing, don't they? So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe like Kane Pixels sits outside of the rest of other things, doesn't it? So maybe it's like that. But who knows? Whatever. So until the next video, my liminal flamingo. Bye bye.